So I just got a phone call from my friend who's at a craft fair right now, and she called me and said, I've only sold 2 things. This is my second day here, a couple hours in. It's supposed to be crazy busy, and it's not. Like, what's going on? Help. So it's a little bit too late now at this point, but I wanted to go over 3 things that I think is going to really help you before going to any craft fair. 3 things for you to consider. Number 1, do your market research. So go to the fair first before you actually sign up for it and research it. Look for other vendors that are going to be attending or that are attending and see, what they're selling. So say it's jewelry. Are other people there selling jewelry? Maybe it's like ornaments. Are other people there selling ornaments? So here's what you want to look for. A, you want to make sure that there's other people that are selling like items to yours, and also that your market is not overly saturated. So not everyone has jewelry, right? So those are 2 things to kind of do your market research. Who's going to be attending? So what kind of people, their demographic. Ask these questions. And make sure you ask the other vendors. Sometimes the people that sign you up, they just want the money for the booth. So if you ask them, they say it's like the busiest time of the year, it's the busiest show. They say that every time. That's what they're kind of trained to say. So make sure you ask the other vendors. Now, before you say, oh my gosh, like I'm not going to waste time doing market research. Yeah, but you don't want to be wasting your time sitting there in the booth and, you know, paying all this money and spending your time not selling, right? So you want to make sure that it's the right place for you. I do have a worksheet on the avatar, and I talk about your ideal customer, the avatar. You can sign up for my newsletter, and it talks about that's like a 20-minute video, but it's super helpful. It's something that's hard to do, but it's important for you to be able to sell more and take your hobby to a business. Okay, so you went and you did your market research. The second thing that you want to do when you're going to, before you even go, you want to contact your entire list and let them know that you're going and that you're going to be there. So anyone that maybe doesn't normally get an opportunity to see your products in person, now they can. Okay, and then the third thing is, if you don't have a list already, and you should be doing this all the time, is at the show is collecting email addresses from people, their contact or their phone numbers or contact information. Now, this friend, actually, I asked her about that, and she said, oh no, you know, I asked people for their email address, but they won't give it to me. But yes, because it has to be an exchange, so you have to give them something for it. So either hold some kind of contest or some kind of bribe so that they'll want to give your email address away. So for example, you can say that you're gonna have a raffle at the end of the day and you give away a free product or something, or just give them a good reason to give their email address. And then the last thing is be active. Don't just sit back in your booth doing nothing. Be very active and make sure that you're inviting people in. Now, you don't want to sound like a rug salesman necessarily in front of your booth, but just, you know, kind of have something that's a little bit show-stopping. Maybe give away a free sample or a free bracelet or free something to kind of invite people in. So so that people are feel a little bit more, they kind of might be shy to come to your booth, so give them something, a reason to attract them in. So I hope this helps, and definitely do your research before attending any of these crazy craft fairs that you're going to spend, you know, time and money on and not make sales. So make sure that the show is right for you. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.